What is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is John. Today we're going to be doing a quick little camera comparison between the iPhone SE 2020 and the Google Pixel 3a. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. The main camera on the iPhone SE 2020 consists of a 12 megapixel f1.8 wide with phase detection autofocus and optical image stabilization. The main camera on the Google Pixel 3a is a 12.2 megapixel f1.8 28mm wide-angle lens with phase detection autofocus and optical image stabilization. Main cameras are basically the same on each device. Both are computational photography beasts for the respective price point. There is a difference between video recording, however. Video recording on the iPhone's main camera consists of 2160p at 24, 30, and 60 FPS, 1080p recording at 30, 60, 120, 240 FPS. It has HDR and optical image stabilization along with stereo sound. Video recording on the Google Pixel 3a happens at 2160 at 30 FPS, 1080p at 30, 60, and 120 FPS. Apparently no HDR or optical image stabilization, and I can confirm no stereo recording. The selfie camera on the iPhone SE 2020 is a 7 megapixel f2.2 camera with face detection, HDR, and panorama, and shoots video at 1080p at 30 FPS. It has a gyro inside of it. And the Google Pixel 3a, which I think is a little bit superior of a front-facing camera, comes in at 8 megapixels, f2.0, 24mm wide, has HDR, and also has a video recording capability at 1080p at 30 FPS. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into some of the photos that I've taken on each device. We'll start off with some portrait mode photos. As you can see, it has nothing to do with the cameras or the physical hardware of the cameras. The iPhone SE is just a little bit warmer, and I think you're gonna see this throughout the entire comparison. So if we look on the right here is the iPhone SE 2020, and on the left is the Google Pixel 3a, which I gave the best buy of 2019. I think the Pixel 3a did a worse job here. Colors are a little bit gray, they're a little bit harsh. Colors are just brighter, they're punchier. My skin tone is a little bit more natural looking on the iPhone SE 2020, which is again on the right hand side. It's a little bit more detailed looking, and that background blur is just phenomenal on the iPhone SE 2020. Here's another photo I took. Again, this is at my mom's apartment complex. She was very kind enough to lend me her Google Pixel 3a to do this comparison video with. I did have the Google Pixel 3a for a little while, but she really needed a new phone, so I actually donated it to her or gave it to her. She helped me out with some bills too, so she didn't quite get it for free, and I didn't quite get help paying with my bills for free, so I gave her the phone, and she was very nice enough to let me take some photos. So again, as you can see, that iPhone SE 2020 is just a little bit warmer than the Google Pixel 3a, but I think the Pixel 3a in this circumstance looks just a little bit more natural, a little bit more color accurate, a little bit more true to life. But again, you know, on the iPhone SE 2020, you get this more buttery look, you get this warmer look, and it's just a little bit more welcoming, I think. Here's a photo I took of a clock on her wall. If we zoom in, we can just get a good idea of the type of detail that each camera is, you know, being able to capture here. So again, the colors are just a little bit warmer on the iPhone SE 2020 and a little bit more true to life on the Google Pixel 3a, but both maintain a fantastic amount of detail for being a single camera and just cropping this image in, I think. Both look really good. Here's another photo of a sconce with some vase on top. As you can see, in this circumstance, the Google Pixel 3a definitely portrays colors a little bit more accurately here. It's a little bit sharper looking, I think. again, on the iPhone SE, it's really warm. You know, this is a white wall, a gray sconce, and the iPhone SE is just making it look yellow, and it's not. Again, it is a little bit brighter looking and a little bit more welcoming, but it's just not quite as good in this particular example as the Google Pixel 3a. So let's go ahead and move over to a picture of this fire hydrant here. Both look pretty good. I would say that there's just a little bit more detail and a little bit more sharpness in the Pixel 3a. By the way, this is the second time I've shot this video, and when I was going through photos the first time on the iPhone SE compared to the Google Pixel 3a, I was really leaning more towards the iPhone SE, but I think this time around I'm actually leaning more towards the Pixel 3a. Let's go ahead and just take a look at a couple more photos to give you guys a really good idea of the types of photos each camera can take here. They're a little bit sharper, a little bit punchier on the Pixel 3a in this particular example, but again, now the tables have turned. The iPhone SE 2020 is just a little bit more color accurate in this example here. Having actually been over to my mom's house, I can tell you for a fact that I think the iPhone SE is just a little bit more color accurate in this particular example, but that if you look at this photo here, the Google Pixel 3a just delivers a really punchy photo experience. And last but not least, before we continue on to a video comparison and a panorama comparison, let's just take a look at a couple more photos, because I want you guys to just understand how really close together these cameras really are. You can get away with buying a Google Pixel 3a for like 250 bucks. You know, don't spend 400 bucks on a Google Pixel 3a just because it can compare to the iPhone SE 2020. The iPhone SE 2020 has a blazing fast processor. It's just the newer device overall. That being said, if you're gonna get a device, wait for the Google Pixel 4a. But as you can see here, really no difference other than, you know, the Google Pixel 3a is just cooler and the iPhone SE 2020 is just a little bit warmer. And second to last, before we do the video comparison, I've just got a quick little video to show you between each device. Here is a panorama of a lake that I took. Definitely more color accurate on the iPhone SE 2020. I live here in sunny Southwest Florida where it's warm, it's bright, it's sunny. The iPhone SE just does a killer job of taking pictures outdoors. That being said, the Pixel 3a does a fantastic job taking panorama pictures outdoors. It's just not as color accurate. And what I mean by color accurate is if you look at the sand around the lake, it's just a little bit yellower. And that again is probably due to the color science of the iPhone SE, but you know, sand is kind of an off-white yellowish color. It's not gray like it's shown here on the Google Pixel 3a. The sky is just a little bit bluer on the iPhone SE 2020 and looks a little bit cooler on the Google Pixel 3a. Both take tremendous photos for single camera 28mm f 1.8 lenses, whatever they are, and both are inexpensive and can get the job done. Last but not least, let's go ahead and do this quick video comparison here. I'm going to go ahead and play the video on both devices and you tell me what you think. As you can see, both did a really great job of optical image stabilization. I would say the iPhone does a little bit better of a job. It is the king of video. Obviously, both look fantastic. Both are in 4K, by the way. Just on the Google Pixel 3a, it's obviously dark, and on the iPhone SE 2020, it's much brighter. Colors are more accurate. Overall, the whole scene is more accurate due to the fact that it's just so dark on the Google Pixel 3a. I think if Google can just fix their video cameras, they'll be really well off with the Pixel 4a. Just to finish off this video, I want to go ahead and show you all of the photos that I took. Both phones do such a great job that I just want to go through and show you exactly what they can do. And both are phenomenal. Both are a joy to take photos with, I would say. And, you know, both make it really easy to take photos. So anyways, guys, that has been a quick camera comparison between the Google Pixel 3a and the iPhone SE 2020. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more content like this, hit that like button and subscribe to this channel, because I do have more content coming out for you guys. I've got a couple earbud comparisons coming out. I could also do an iPhone SE 2020 versus an 11 Pro Max. I could also do an 11 Pro Max versus the Samsung Galaxy A10e. I could do the SE 2020 versus the A10e. You guys let me know in the comment section below. Hell, I could even go out and buy like a cheap little flip phone for 25 bucks and do a camera comparison with it. So you let me know what you guys want and I'll see if I can put it together. Anyways, guys, my name is John. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.